Now, just to send you all off to bed with a certain amount of parity, and so that you don't think that I'm favouring the left over the right, I'd like to point out that the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, has weighed in against Lee Anderson, and he says language matters. This lot have been in government for 13 years. After their abject failure, all that's left is stoking up more division and hate. He's building on what Diane Abbott has said, another person, another absentee MP, it seems. Now, when was she last in the House of Commons? It is a good question. And if the pressure is being put on Nadine Dorries, should it not also be put on Diane Abbott? I mean, and maybe everyone is very grateful that she's not in the House of Commons. But you have to ask. In fact, I don't remember when she was last there. Anyway, I suppose we're sort of relieved we haven't seen much of her. But Sadiq Khan. The point is that I don't think Sadiq Khan has got much of a foot to stand on here, because surely in June the Home Office considered using the Royal Docks in East London as a mooring, but the Mayor said that the location was unsafe and unworkable. Vulnerable people fleeing appalling circumstances would not have access to the support they need. In London? I think he just didn't want them in his backyard. And that says quite a lot, doesn't it? We've got to deal with the hypocrisy here, as well as with the issues. Lee Anderson may be appalling, but Sadiq Khan... I remember when I went in 2020, I was walking up the Tottenham Court Road, and it's got all these little side roads, and one of them had a very, very strange piece of street furniture on it with a sort of 1-inch piece of pavement sticking out of the road, so that bicycles can go on one side and cars can go on the other. And if you're crossing the road in the crossing with a large number of people, as I was, you don't see that little bump in the road. I went completely head over heels. My glasses were partly broken. I ended up with a black eye. I had to go on and do some filming that day, and I sort of gamely went on in the television studio. Didn't think that it was appropriate for me to go off to A&E and put a certain amount of pressure on me to continue. I should have gone to A&E because I should have had the stuff looked at. I didn't. I soldiered on. And I wrote to the Mayor, and 6 months went by and nothing was done. And I was told, oh, it's not the Mayor, it's this council. Then that council said, no, it's not us, it's the Mayor. And we went round in a little circle. And eventually, can you imagine what happened? That silly piece of street furniture disappeared. Disappeared. Well, of course it did, because it was silly and stupid and dangerous. But Sadiq Khan didn't want to take responsibility and didn't want to engage in the issue. Why? Because he's a paragon of humanity and concern for people in London. I must say, I felt really hurt for a few days. I was in pain, and my black eye was very much in evidence. So thank you very much, Sadiq Khan.